Welcome to History Adventuring. This is episode number 23. I'm Brad Hall, and today we're visiting downtown Phoenix, Arizona in 1922. This is a journey of imagination. Here we go. Time travel with me to Phoenix in 1922. The image that we're about to dive into is from the McCulloch Brothers collection, which ASU has online. This is the west side of Central Avenue, between Adams and Monroe. Specifically, it's just north of the Hurd Building, the one on the left, which is still there. Back when I worked for Bank One, in what is now Chase Tower in the mid-1990s, I used to wander around these streets on my lunch hour. I would try to figure out what all the buildings were, and I figured that many of them were much older than most of the people I talked to suspected. But it wasn't until the internet was invented that I was able to get the answers I'd been looking for so long. And I'm having so much fun with this. Come along with me and let's visit the Occidental in 1922. Oh, in case you're wondering why I say 1922, it's because that's a 1922 license plate there on the card at the left. The Hurd Building had just been completed in 1920, and it must have been amazing. Okay, let's go. Well, it sure looks like Phoenix is booming in 1922. Here at the Occidental boarding house, where I'm staying, it seems like just about everyone is selling real estate. There's the Action Realty Company, right next to Fashion Millinery, and the Casa Grande Land Company. Phoenix is a pretty dusty place, so the Central Cleaning Works gets plenty of business. I'm not sure what Rittenhouse and Detweiler does, but they sell oil engines and irrigating pumps, and I think it must have to do with agriculture. Real estate and loans go together, that's for sure. And that Model T has the name of someone who sells insurance and bonds. Can't quite read the name. Joe something. Of course, the big money is shown off by Dwight Hurd, whose new building is next door. It's the tallest building in Arizona, 9 stories. He and his wife May have gotten very rich with their company, the Suburban Land and Real Estate Company. I hear they'd like to collect art from all over the world. They'll probably start a museum someday. Dwight and May Bartlett Hurd became extremely wealthy in Phoenix and traveled all over the world collecting art. And they did start a museum, which they built just north of their house. The museum is simply called the Hurd Museum, and it specializes in American Indian art. The Hurd Building is still there. It's gone through a lot of facelifts, but it's structurally the same. The buildings north of it were raised in 1929, and the new buildings, which were built in the 1930s, are still there, in place of the Occidental. If you want to see this view nowadays, you need to stand in the middle of Central Avenue, just south of Monroe, and face west-southwest, and look out for traffic. This has been History Adventuring. I'll talk to you later.